Was good, Semi. Today I want to talk about misdirection. What is misdirection? It's where people keep your attention focused on things that don't matter over the things that do. There are many examples of this in everyday life. One of which is the news. They focus on irrelevant stories that keep your limited attention focused away from things that move the needle. Another example is financial advice. They tell you to dollar cost average into index funds and stocks and shit like that at the expense of increasing your cash flow. That's what moves the needle, not penny pinching and saving. It just doesn't make a difference. People follow that strategy for decades. Same with 9 to 5. If you stop and run the numbers on it, it's literally impossible to get the life you want on certain paths. If you take 1 hour to zoom out and look at the big picture and run the numbers one time, you'll see what you can do to make a difference. You'll see whether your path is actually leading somewhere. And it blows my fucking mind how many people never do this. They never once stop and ask themselves, is all the stuff I'm focusing on relevant at all? It's like coming here and being like, oh, check this out. Check out this rock right here. This rock is so important. It's the most important rock in the whole world. And then you miss the amazing view and everything else that's going on. If you focus on that rock at the expense of everything else, you miss what it's really about. And that's what a lot of people do. In fact, I'd say that's what most people do. They focus on things that don't matter. They use their limited attention span, that valuable resource, to focus on things that really do nothing for them whatsoever. So you have to be mindful of where your attention is pointed. Not the few things that are emphasized at the expense of what actually matters. That's one of the biggest tells you're being deceived. What's irrelevant is emphasized, and what matters is ignored entirely. Guard your focus and be mindful of where it's pointed. There's a reason why good is the enemy of great. If you focus on good, you can't focus on great. And that sums up pretty much everything. You have to focus on what you really want. This is why all advice is not equal. People hear financial advice and thinks it's all the same. Truth is, financial advice aimed towards middle class and aimed towards the wealthy is extremely fucking different. Middle class advice is literally just Don't spend all your money, stay out of debt, and invest some of it. You're not going to get rich like that. You might save yourself from total ruin, but you don't win if you play not to lose. If you're playing on defense the whole time. You have to play both offense and defense. Can't win if you never play on offense. You play on offense by increasing your cash flow. Notice how many financial advisors never bother to mention this at all. And what's the deal with that? Are they setting you up to fail? Are they ignorant? I'll leave that up to you to decide. Regardless of what the answer is, it's not good, brother. It's not gonna help you get wealthy. Same thing with swooping. A lot of that advice is like, people got lucky one time and swooped to 4 or swooped to 5 or managed to get a girlfriend once. And now all of a sudden they think they're a game authority. A broken clock is right twice a day. A shitty strategy gets occasional results. But that doesn't mean it's the strategy to follow. And that's why a lot of people have a hard time telling the difference between good and great. So how do you tell the difference? You look at who is giving you the advice. What is the example they actually live by? All these billionaires are giving you this advice. Read 100 books a day. Take cold showers. Save your money. Save every last dollar. They don't tell you what they did to actually do it because they don't want competition. That's why information is so important. You think all the information's freely available. It's not. Sometimes you gotta pay to play. People who have experience don't have it all listed for free online. So next time someone's telling you something or giving you advice, look at what is being emphasized and look at if they follow that themselves and look at if it gives them any results at all. You'll often find that it's a smokescreen for something else. Do not fall for the bullshit. It will ruin your life. Just being aware of this will change everything. So, stay vigilant and thank me later.